Manifest from smartmusicbusiness.com. I just finished doing a live Q&A and song critiques with my Fanbase University members. And we're talking about songwriting and getting a song to 80%, but then it's that last 20% that you need to finish to make it like a finished like record, like so it like sounds like it's like really done and polished. And there's some interesting things that I wanted to encourage you with. When I first started writing songs, one of the biggest things that helped me was overcoming fear and having that confidence to write a song, to first just get the thoughts from my head and say what I want to say. Like I was talking about my song No Plan B and singing it with confidence and writing even with confidence. And the hook goes, "It's too late, it's my fate, I can't turn around. There's no fear in the mirror to hold me down." And like the idea of like singing that with like passionate, like I'm like into it. Like, what if I was just like, "It's too late, it's my fate." Like, it's like I'm not into it. And, when it comes to songwriting, getting out of your head and just allowing yourself to be free to write it, but then when you're in the studio to freaking say it on beat, obviously, and say it with the metronome kind of going in your head, and then obviously you get certain parts right and just hitting those notes. That's all important. But I'm telling you, having that confidence and putting your spin on it. It's like, it's too late. Like just saying those things, like it's just so important. Okay, because I was critiquing a song. And I said to him, I said that, like, the production sounded great, the guitar sounded great, like the EQ was great, everything was awesome, okay, but I could tell that she wasn't confident. And I asked the guy that was in there, and it was his sister, and he was saying that it was her first time in the studio. And I was like, "Well, funk, like you believe it? Like I don't even care if it's sung super soft, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need." Like that's soft, but there's so much emotion behind that the listener, I believe that. Like I just got tingles like singing that. I didn't even hit the notes, but it's just because like it's because you're all I need. Like one, you're saying something that's powerful. Two, you're saying it in a way that is emotionally charged, and it's so energetic that when it touches that heart, you're gonna make fans. You're gonna sell records. You're gonna sell songs. Okay, so we're talking about confidence. We're talking about delivering when we're writing a song. And then we were talking about, there's another song where the guitar riff was really dope. Okay, but it just wasn't mixed all that well. It just, the mix of it wasn't well, and it was cool, but like, you could tell it just still sounded like a demo. And there's certain songs and even a style of music, like you look at the Black Keys, or you look at some stuff that just has that raw effect. It sounds raw, but it still sounds finished. It still sounds like mixed. Everything is in the right pocket. I see SL Music on here. He's saying, how do you overcome writer's block? And overcoming writer's block, it's like I always keep something on my iPhone with like song ideas. Okay, so even if it's just song titles or a lyric of a song, like a word or a phrase, so that when it comes down to sit down, that I always have something to look at. Or I read a lot of books, or sometimes movies inspire me. Sometimes going to church inspires me. There's so many things that inspire me. I also like to have a lot of instrumentals, and I get those free from Spotify or iTunes. Just look up instrumentals of the style of music I want to write. Heck, I'll look up an Ed Sheeran instrumental, or an Eminem, or a Linkin Park, or whatever style. I wrote one of my hit songs to a Adele instrumental, and then we just rewrote the music so that I'm not biting or copying it all. But like, there's just so much opportunities to have tracks. Some of you, you write with your guitar, and you're just stringing, and you're humming your melodies, and you got a piece of guitar, and you can even record that on your phone, and just have an idea. And then when you bring it into the studio, it's good to have something that you can come to the studio with. At least you have an idea to work off of. One of my big songs the other day, the only line I had was "When the Truth Comes Out." came into the studio with the idea when the truth comes out, and that idea came from, I think it was The Firm or something with Jack Nichols. Okay, and then we were like, okay, well, when the truth comes out, what? And so we came up, when the truth comes out, when the truth comes out, it's loud, it's loud. And I actually have the recording off that, and I'm going to put that in a songwriting course later on. But we're like, it's like you have the line, well, what's the B part of the line? What's the next piece of it? And yeah, it's just fun. It's like puzzle pieces, putting it together. That's what songwriting is. It's just putting all the different pieces together and going back, and it's also editing, and it's making it better. So yeah, man. I know someone's asking about booking a gig here, and there's so many ways to book gigs, man. It's just sending out a lot of emails, making a lot of phone calls, sonic bids, all that stuff. I encourage you, join up on Fanbase University. I do a lot of coaching there. The link's below this, but we talk about all kinds of stuff, and we're starting to do. I'm doing song critiques now, which has been really, really fun, and just giving you guys the raw feedback, because I know you want feedback. Like, okay, how do I fix this? How do I make this better? Maybe you're not at that space where you have an awesome producer or mixer or something like that, and you just need feedback, need direction, all that stuff. Well, I'm 10 albums deep, releasing an 11th one this year, and I don't know everything, but I've had a lot of experience after that, and 22 countries toured, and independent now, proudly independent. And I just encourage you, keep writing songs. You probably got a hit song. Like it's an idea. Anyone can come up with an idea, but it's like finishing it and getting it done. And then obviously getting it marketed and getting it out there and touring it and singing it, and but it's fun. It's not an easy industry, but we didn't get in this for the money. We got into it because we love music, and music has changed our lives. So keep writing that song, and just sometimes you got to sit there and you got to write for a while. And sometimes it doesn't hit. And like, I'll be there an hour, and then finally that, after an hour and a half, I found my groove. But when you find that groove, guys, and you find that spark of inspiration, ride it. Turn off the phone, turn off the email, like ride that inspiration. Like, it's like, I remember when I would first get an instrumental for someone, like someone made me a track to write to, and I'd hit play, and I'd hear the first few seconds. I'd be like, oh, okay. And I'd hit pause, because I wasn't home. I wasn't in my studio where it was time to write. And because I only get one chance to hear that song for the first time. Like, when you hear a song for the first time, especially when you're writing to it, like, it's almost like this magical moment where it's just like, it hits you a certain way the first time. And I really want to feed off of that inspiration. And, and be careful who you play your songs to as well, too, because, if you play it for the wrong person that doesn't get it, then they could like destroy a really great idea. So it's not even just about getting a song critiqued. It's about getting the right feedback, like good, that diamond in the rough. You got some rough edges. You might need to get some things straight. I was sharing earlier today. I lost 4 pounds, and and all of this stuff is important. Image, music, brand, the logo. But it doesn't happen overnight. But I will say, it starts with how to write a song, and writing a song, and getting that done first, and getting good at the songs, and then you can do the other one. Heck, eventually, you can, buy songs from people as well too. Eventually, once you really get in the biz, and record someone else's song, or take their song and you say you like it, but put your spin on it and change it. It's your song. So many ways, so many exciting things. We live in a great time. And again, Fanbase University. We talk 2 group coaching calls a month. There's tons of training on marketing and songs and all that stuff, and song critiques now, which is really, really fun. And we'd love to have you in there. There's, I think it's $10 for the first 30 days. And then you can decide if you want to stay longer. And then I think it's $39 after that. And yeah, so hopefully I'll see you on there one day and meet you, and I'll get to hear some of your tunes too. So click that link below, and look out for more videos from me. And don't forget to hit subscribe as well. Peace.